right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with a football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing is Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A first down throw for Mariota. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
He finds Corey Davis, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To the air again, Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A Tennessee first down, that one Mariota to Matthews. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First down, Mariota. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board, and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This will be fielded at the 8. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just one more completion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. This is Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he is knocked down from the side at the 15-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So this hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after another, but at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been a pretty doggone entertaining game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a pitcher's duel in baseball, don't you think? The aficionados can appreciate a tightly fought game like this.
Yeah, but the fantasy players, not so much. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll try to run with Ajayi. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is third and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.